Trump launches into a volcanic tirade, denying a wild fake news report by the New York Times, and much more as rumors and rumblings of World War III with China, for whatever reason, seems to be coming out of nowhere. Trump is basically a wartime president at this point. I just, there is so much craziness going on that it's hard to keep up, but I'll do my best to do so. So hopefully, if you enjoy the daily videos, you leave a like on it, you subscribe. We've got a huge announcement later today. And guess what? I'm not asking you for money. It's a huge give back to everyone, and so much more to talk about. So let's get into that. I'll keep it short and sweet. You guys absolutely crushed it yesterday with the Founders Vault Pack. There are only 200 left, and I really sincerely hope you'll pick it up today so we can buy that equipment. So that, long story short, a key supplier of mine found out, I suspect, my YouTube channel, and has decided to slow roll us at the most important time of the year. And it's been extremely negative for our business, getting stock in, and we decided we're just going to buy the machine ourselves. It's about, I don't know, 70, 80 grand. And the way I'm trying to finance it so that I never have to deal with any weird leftoids anymore, having any control of my company, is with these vault packs, which feature, you'll be the first to get our spring flavors, cherry cordial, tangerine, also freeze-dried strawberries, a steel challenge coin, and a hand-signed thank you letter by me, which my wrist is sore from signing, I swear, signing. A lot of people emailed in offering support. People that don't like coffee, just remember, we have, if you don't like flavor coffee, literally anything from the website helps us. We have a lot of stuff on sale. We have K-Cups if you're a K-Cup person. We have tea, organic gunpowder green tea, and our chamomile tea are both on sale too. We have real cacao cocoa in stock. By the way, if you get that, use milk, not water. This is like an ultra premium hot cocoa. So there's all sorts of stuff. And then there's the pre-ordering your Mega Mixology cookbook, which now is up to 100 recipes in it. Any one of these things helps us. Please dive in, pick something up today so we can get this machine paid for. I greatly appreciate all of your support. And that's the last you'll hear about this machine. I pray that a couple hundred people go by the website today, pick up that vault pack or something else, and help us pay for that. Trump issues volcanic tirade denying Pentagon is briefing Elon Musk on plans for World War III with China. President Trump angrily denied reports that Elon Musk will be getting a Pentagon briefing on a plan for any war that might break out with China, calling it an absolute ridiculous and false story. Both the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal cited two U.S. officials who said that Musk was getting a look at top secret war plans if America and China came into some sort of conflict. Trump took to Truth Social to attack some of the outlets that reported it and to slam the New York Times reporter Maggie Haberman, who has covered Trump for years and won prizes for her reporting on him. He said on Friday that the failing New York Times is one of the worst and most purposely inaccurate newspapers anywhere in the world. Musk also called the information false and threatened the source behind the stories with prosecution. The New York Times is pure propaganda. Also, I look forward to the prosecutions of those at the Pentagon who are leaking maliciously false information to the New York Times. They will be found, he wrote on X. This, by the way, is what I voted for. Find all these leakers and dorks and all these people who are, quietly working behind the scenes to get, to undermine Trump and to undermine, his vision for America. This is something that was a massive problem during his first term, and it remains a problem right now in his second term. And it's going to take a while to get all these moles out. And my hope is that you just got to do it. It's going to be hard, but you got to commit to it. Otherwise, he's never getting anything done. Musk is the head of SpaceX, and he has several Pentagon contracts. He also serves as the head of DOGE, Trump's initiative to slash federal government. There has been concern he has unchecked power in the executive branch. The exact nature of Musk's visit to the Pentagon is unclear. Well, maybe it has something to do with Pete Hegseth, who is working with Elon Musk to clean up 60,000 federal jobs, to fire 60,000 people. Now, again, these are real people. I assume they're not all evil, and I hope that they get a fair pension, they land on their feet, but I don't want to pay their salary anymore. Given, I can't imagine, did you know that the Pentagon has nearly 1 million employees? 1 million. Doing what? Musk will allegedly be briefed by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and 2 other key officials on the details, of which Wall Street Journal has said include maritime tactics and targeting plans. The briefing for China war plan has about 20 to 30 slides that lay out how the United States would fight such a conflict. The newspaper hypothesized that Musk, who has a long and friendly relationship with China, could need to know what the Pentagon was budgeting as his Department of Government Efficiency looks to trim waste. Isn't it obvious that he is there to work with Doge? I mean, you see this, Elon does some business in China, that he is very conflicted and would immediately go to top Chinese officials and, quote, spill the beans. Ratings challenged fake news CNN immediately picked up this absolutely ridiculous and false story, which is probably libelous, and went heavy with it. Fortunately, nobody was watching. Margot, she should have wrote Maggot, Hagerman, this really dumb scammer who constantly writes about me for the Times using anonymous, made-up, non-existent sources, and who I haven't spoken to in ages, is a big part of the scam. She led the Russia hoax, only to realize that she was duped and got that wrong too. She owes me a totally discredited Pulitzer Prize for her bad reporting. The fake news is the enemy of the people, and Elon is not being briefed on anything China by the Department of War. They said incorrectly that Elon was going to the Pentagon tomorrow to be briefed on a potential war with China. How ridiculous. China will not even be mentioned or discussed. How disgraceful is it that the discredited media can make up such lies? Anyway, the story is completely untrue, he wrote on Truth Social on Thursday evening. I'm actually surprised, I got to be honest with you. I'm actually surprised / impressed that Trump has not really utilized Twitter at all. You would figure as president, he would have like a reasonable out to say, well, I needed to use it to communicate to the people. Now, he has tweeted a few things or shared on X a few things. But like for the most part, he's still issuing all of his statements on Truth Social. Of course, Trump and Hegseth are scheduled to deliver remarks from the Oval Office in about 15 minutes from this video. But here's also where it gets hilarious. Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell just showed physical evidence the New York Times is lying about Elon Musk. New York Times lied about Elon having access to secret plans about war with China. Here.
Yeah, on the record, that is completely fake. And let me show you this. This started with this New York Times headline, and they've since changed it. But Musk set to get access to top secret U.S. plan for potential.
Gee, I wonder why they changed it. I wonder.
War with China. This is egregious. This is fake. The New York Times should retract this story. 5 anonymous sources. I've been on bilat calls with the secretary. I see how hard he's working to implement the president's agenda and pursue peace through strength. This type of garbage from the New York Times undermines that process and undermines our mission. It shouldn't happen at all. Elon Musk is just coming over here for a visit. Again, he's an innovator. This is a guy that shot a rocket at thousands of miles an hour that's thousands of pounds. And as it landed back on the Earth, it was grabbed out of midair by a giant robot arm. We want a guy like Elon Musk in the defense department to help us come up with creative solutions to the problems that we face in the day.
Right. Exactly. I mean, Musk arrives at Pentagon amid reports he will be briefed on China war plans. He's not. Why wouldn't we have Elon Musk and his mind working with our Defense Department? What do you think Starlink is really for? What do you think the end game of Starlink is going to be, by the way? You know what I mean? You don't think that the you don't think that the Department of Defense is interested in Starlink and how they can use that? And you see also this. Trump says SBA, Small Business Administration, to handle student loans as Education Department is dismantled. Good. Reporters at the Pentagon have spotted Elon Musk leaving after what New York Times reports was an 80-minute meeting with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Again, Hegseth is working to trim waste and abuse from the Pentagon. I reported yesterday about the 60,000 jobs that he needs to cut, and I'm sure that's what they were meeting about. I'm sure they were also meeting about, other, defense issues. On top of that, Trump now rescinds the executive order after a law firm agrees to provide $40 million in free services. The U.S. president reverses threat to suspend security clearances and cancel federal contracts after meeting with Chair Paul Weiss. There is basically a mafia of judges that are working against Donald Trump. Of the hundreds of things he's trying to implement, we're going to end up seeing probably 30 to 40 actually make it, which is still monumental change. Like, to be clear, that's still very, very good. But these judges continue to work against him. And on top of that, Tesla. Now, I don't know. I think I'm not a stock guy. I own some Tesla stock just because I just looked up what Nancy Pelosi owns, and then those are the stocks that I own. Because she seems to be a super genius. The stock has obviously taken a beating. 6 months ago, this was at $479 a share. It's been, getting hit hard by short sellers and deep state people and the media and the press running nonstop negative stuff about Tesla. Over the past 6 months, though, really, it's down 3%. Year to date, it's down nearly 40%. I think that's a good buying opportunity, but I'm not a stock expert. I own very little stock, so don't listen to me. I have 8,500 shares of Rumble that I probably should have sold when it was $15 a share, but I'm holding diamond hands, Jeremy. I'm going to buy more Rumble stock now that it keeps going down. I'm just going to keep buying it because I'm an idiot who believes in free speech, apparently. But you see Trump now signaling going to bat for Tesla as backlash of financial woes escalate. Well, they need to start arresting these people and making examples of them who are terrorizing Tesla owners. And, you're never going to change all the negative press that the mainstream media runs, but they've got to do that first. So I'm glad that Trump is looking out for his first buddy. Thank you again, everyone who has supported. Let's do one last push today. Help me cut loose this, I believe, a leftist lunatic that has put my entire company at risk. I think because they probably found my videos. I don't know. We already bought the machinery. I'm just trying to, we bought machinery. We are working on that, but it won't get here for a while. And we're negotiating. We got to find someone who knows how to run it too. Cause you buy this huge machine. I don't know how to run it. So we have to find somebody who knows how to run it. We need to pay them. But they really screwed us over. And so I put together this vault pack. But if you don't like coffee, literally anything from the website helps. We have decaf, double calf, bourbon. We have K-Cups. We have organic tea. We have real cacao cocoa. We have something for everybody here at coffeebrandcoffee.com. Check it out today. We'll talk to you again real soon.